Hi, I'm John, and this is the start of my F1 23 Career Mode series. I'm playing the officially licensed F1 game from Codemasters, published by EA. I've installed a few mods and a cheat engine to tweak the calendar and driver moves, aiming to make the experience more realistic and immersive. I'll leave the links to all of the mods into the description of each video. I've created my driver, Joni Mäkinen, number 73, and I'll be racing for Williams Racing in my rookie season alongside Alexander Albon as my teammate. And with that, let's head to the first Grand Prix weekend.
Hello and welcome back finally to the hustle and bustle of Formula One. The F1 2023 World Championship is about to get underway. We cannot wait to get started. Last season saw the biggest raft of regulation changes in years, and we're excited to see more of that wheel-to-wheel racing. The big question is though, can anyone challenge the dominance of Max Verstappen and Red Bull? Well, all the teams have been working so hard to get ahead in the development race, looking not only at their own car, but those of their competitors. Thousands of engineers working hard back at the factory. We come to the racetrack and we focus on the 20 drivers at the pinnacle of motorsport. It's important to remember this is very much a team game, and watching that technical battle unfold throughout the year will be fascinating as everyone looks to get to grips with these new regulations. Meanwhile, the F1 World Tour features all the classic highlights. Monaco, Silverstone, Singapore. Great to see all those iconic tracks back, but also a few surprises. Qatar is back after a year away, and the inaugural Las Vegas Grand Prix. The glitz and glamour of Vegas, flat out down the world-famous strip. I know all the drivers have been so excited about this one ever since it was announced. Okay, that is enough from me. Let's get cracking with the action.
Alright, here we are in Bahrain for my debut weekend, and I don't have any specific expectations. My goal is just to have a clean weekend and build from there. So Red Bull Racing won both titles last season, with Verstappen claiming his second Drivers' Championship, so they'll be the team to beat at the top. Williams, on the other hand, finished the previous season in last place with only 8 points, so our aim is to improve and climb a few positions if possible. There were a few notable driver moves heading into 2023. Sebastian Vettel retired and Fernando Alonso moved from Alpine to Aston Martin. Alpine expected to promote their reserve driver Oscar Piastri, but he went to McLaren instead, replacing Daniel Ricciardo. Alpine then signed Pierre Gasly from AlphaTauri. Nick De Vries impressed at Monza in 2022 and was signed by AlphaTauri to replace Gasly. Haas replaced Mick Schumacher with Nico Hülkenberg. And I'm stepping into Williams, replacing Nicolas Latifi. So yeah, with all of that, let's start the 2023 season and let's jump into qualifying. Alright, let's do this. I think we'll just go out there and get a lap in. good lap. Some sliding in the third and final sector, but apart from that, pretty much perfect. So that was a 132.0 or closer to 132.1, and Alex did a 132.5 basically. Alright. Let's wait around till the end and go for one final lap at the end. Alright. Let's go for it. Session update.
Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are Leclerc, Verstappen, Alonso, Gasly and Ocon. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Russell, Norris and Perez. And we're in front of Tsunoda, Zhu and Bottas. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:31.2. We don't currently have the data for that request.
Copy. Alright. Not too bad.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Verstappen, Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Alright, not too bad of a first qualifying session. P14 in the end, half a second faster than my teammate, and yeah. So going into the race, I'm just gonna try to keep it clean and get to the checkered flag and yeah, complete my first weekend, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best, of course, at turn 1, and then another soon after into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into that tight left-hander of turn 10. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Gasly, Sainz, Stroll, Russell, Norris, Joe, Bottas, Mäkinen, Ocon, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, Hülkenberg, Albon, Magnussen and Nick de Vries. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as once again we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice. They've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Yep. So, 9 laps on the mediums and 11 laps on the hards. Alright, let's do it. Close there.
Focus now for the rest of the race.
These guys have been going side by side for an entire lap.
Good job, nice overtake.
Copy that. Teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 19th place. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 37.8.
Copy. Updates.
Understood. Copy that. Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Okay mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got some options for you, so go and check your MFD. Okay, some information on Piastri. Right, they've got a serious car issue, it looks like they're retiring.
Copy. Confirm change.
Okay, copy that.
Pit stop information.
Right, we have 2 stops left in this strategy, 2 more stops planned. Okay, your pit window opens next lap.
So I'll box next lap. Everyone else is boxing now.
Alexander in the pits. You're approaching the safety car. You're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car.
Okay. Why did we do it like this? Pit stop information.
You've got 2 stops remaining now. 2 stops remaining in this strategy. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open.
Copy. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on a soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind.
Copy.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Yep. Good stuff, guys.
Okay, 1 stop to go. Just 1 stop left in this strategy. Ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Yep, copy. Yeah. Something's wrong with the engine. I'm out.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Red Bull today. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, they certainly stood out as a drive with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. Max Verstappen now leads the Drivers' Championship. So let's review the drivers' standings. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. And Red Bull take over as championship leaders. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Alright, that's it for the race. Disappointing to drop out of it due to a engine issue, but it is what it is. I think I did pretty good out there. I had a decent start, had some fun battles out there, some side-by-side action, wheel-to-wheel, and yeah, I don't know what the idea with the pit stop strategy was. Everyone else boxed when the safety car came out, and the team asked me to stay out for one lap. I mean, it was nice to lead a lap in my first race, but yeah, of course I dropped back to the back of the pack when I boxed, when everyone else had already done their pit stop and catched up with the safety cars. So yeah, don't really get the idea what the strategy was there, but whatever it was, it doesn't really matter because the engine blew out. So yeah, we're gonna have to look at what happened there, and probably gonna have to change a new part to the engine, so we're already one part down after the first race, so not great, but yeah, the positives are that the pace was there. I didn't crash out, which was my goal, so yeah, I think I can be happy with how things went on my side. Of course, the result is disappointing, a double DNF for the team, since Alex also dropped out of the race after I did. So yeah, not the best result for the team, but I'm happy with how my first weekend went. So yeah, hopefully in the next one we will reach the checkered flag, but we'll see. So thanks for watching, like the video if you liked it, and stay tuned for more F1.